Technics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go, let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease and they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw over the middle taken in. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Let's go.
A gain of 18 on the play. And
Set 50, plant.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Big rip, big rip.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Ready? 8, read. 6 hit.
On first down, here's Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets them up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clock.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Robert Foster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Come on.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
Topper.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
This one out quickly to Watkins.
At the 47-yard line. 8 yards. Brings up second and 2.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brings up third and 3.
Get 300. Get 300.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles, and then get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
First down.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Second and 13. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Eagles nothing.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Mike 5'9",
Get it.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
18. Inside.
Tight right.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On play action, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And complete to Zach Ertz. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Baldwin. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Let's go. 30 base. 13 spill. Snap.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Robert Foster with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. On first down, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 47-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, man.
Ready?
On play action, they'll throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Exit.
They'll look to throw here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And some room to work. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run with a giant. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Come on, QB, come on. What's twist?
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, 88.
40. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Small.
40's a month.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We play to win. Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down now, it's Sanders, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Tight end right, tight end right.
Jump out!
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Here's Breida. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Hall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
319.
4 down.
Jump out.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 23. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Landry. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
On 2nd and a couple, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Watkins, the intended receiver. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Come on, set. 15, 1, 51.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Detroit. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll go again with Sanders. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Get 300. Get 300.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Eagles on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Hurts over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They run with Ajayi. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Watch tight end, tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Check 37. Check 37.
Here's Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
58. Go to 50.
Left.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
I got you. I got you.
40-50.
And they take a knee. So this one's over. It's a win for the